Hello, and this is Psychic Closet, SIKICCCLOSETT. Psychic Closet broadcasting from the closets nearest you, and this is my little closet. Well, let me tell you tiny bit about myself, I guess. I've been doing tarot for a year, off and on, because I have some issues sometimes, and then I got to go back and deal with my issues, and then I'll be like, okay, then I can come back to my tarot. But it never was for a longest period, extended time that I did not do my tarot. I would always have to pick it up. Once I picked it up going on a year ago, because I used to watch a whole bunch of wonderful political psychic readers on here. So I was more into the political aspect of it. And then I say, well, if they can do that, let's see, can I do that? You know, I've always had something, you would know something about somebody that you're not supposed to know and you just know. But I've always took that ability and kind of ran away from it. So being now that I'm 37, I think I'm running to, not think, I know that I'm running towards spirituality, in which in the past I used to just be running and running from it. Sometimes you could spiritually see stuff and then you will like to ignore it and then move on. But now I have learned to embrace it. And then I don't really even know why I made this channel. I'm sorry. So I don't even know the content that I'll be having. But I basically, I guess, kind of sort of know why I made it. I want to practice by doing readings for people and emails, and just kind of getting across sometimes I lose train of thought in words. Just trying to get my gift, I guess, and exercise it and use it more to make it better. And I guess to actually know the itty bitty knowledge that I do know, and try to give it to others who are trying to begin tarot, as I am still a page at tarot, but I have been doing a lot of different readings, but not on the public. I've been doing readings for family and things of that nature like that. So the things that I have been getting, they will come back and say, okay, you were correct. This happened, that happened, you know. So I'm not just living in a delusional land where I think I know what's going on, because it's always been correct from what they have given me, and from what I have gotten myself. For a little a political note and highlight, I really did have a prediction about PA during the election. I had a prediction that PA, and I saw it blue, and that it being very important, in which it ended up being very important amongst other states. But PA was hotly contested, as well as Georgia and all the rest of them. But I'm not here to talk about political stuff, because my political leanings are mine, and everyone else can have whatever political leaning that they want. But that's really what just started it for me with the tarot cards. And so I saw them doing that, and I say, well, I wonder, can I do that? And there are people in my family that are spiritually inclined, but they are just like me. They run the other direction and don't pay much attention to it. So there was not many or any people that I could get like real spiritual knowledge from. So the itty bitty knowledge that I do have with spiritual tarot cards, spiritual work, or whatever they call it, you know, I'm not an expert, so I'm pretty sure there are more out there with better words than I have. But the little bit that I have learned, I have learned it somewhat through a family member. Somewhat, she is a little knowledgeable on it. The person who was very knowledgeable on it passed, and I didn't have the opportunity to get the knowledge from her. So sometimes I just get the knowledge doing meditation, or just the way that you will get tarot. As you're doing tarot, you will get some information through, and then I'll just say, well, I feel like that's the way I should do it because I don't know what other ways to do it. So it does not feel wrong to me, but I'm pretty sure there's someone professional out there who will look at these videos and my videos and say, we shouldn't teach people that. They don't. But nothing has harmed me so far that I can know of. Whatever. So this is just how I do it. And of course, I'm broadcasting you from the only place that I have. I'm not a very rich lady. I am one of those people probably on the poverty line or what have you. But this is the only place where I can deviate, be spiritually surrounded, and that's in my closet. And that's where I've learned to do everything at and from. See, when I show you my closet, because I'm going to show y'all my closet, and it is a closet. So it does two duties. It's my closet, and then it's like my spiritual closet. I have four kids. Four kids. Can't get it right. Oh, get it right, girl. Get it right. Four kids, and that your space is not your space no more. So they're always in the space. You may even hear them sometimes, and I do apologize for that. But I cannot do anything because I'm working within the confines of my closet, and this is still a closet. So it looks like a closet, but I'm going to show you my little space area that I work with, and hopefully I can have some things I can show to people who are like me, who don't really have the family that can guide you spiritually in what do you do, what do you don't do, or things of that nature like that. And like I said, I don't have a minuscule knowledge of anything, so it's not many videos I can do about telling you everything, but it's just some stuff that however I learned to do it, and you can learn to do it, and it's so different how each and everybody picks up your tarot and how you read it. And since I'm a Virgo, the only way that I could start off was the most confusing way, because that's what Virgos do. We take everything and we make it horribly complicated. So, as a Virgo, making everything horribly complicated. Some people say this is a good way to learn. Some say not. I tried my best to learn all 78 cards. Okay, but there are still sometimes I have to look, and I'm not ashamed of that because I'm not a robot. So, for all of y'all who are just beginning tarot, it may be a good idea if you want to be a complicated Virgo like myself. I just got these things right here. Hopefully you all can see. I don't know. I'm not sure. I got these things from the Dollar Tree. There's like little dividers or something, but they have pockets in them. So what I did, I just took all of these and I put the meanings inside of the pockets. Just from the Dollar Tree now. Because y'all, like I say, I'm a lady of limited means. So the Dollar Tree, here we go. And then I took some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I mean, you could do so many easier things, but this is just how I did it. And took the ribbon and just tied it all together. That way, when I'm unsure about a meaning, I can just flip through these. So this is what I did for mine. You may not want it that complicated. You might just want to buy you a book. Everybody is a little bit different on how they do whatever they do. But this is the way I find it better when I write things down, then I'm able to better retain the information. So what I've done is I put I don't really know if I put them in order. I tried my best enough to put them in order because sometimes I put things in order and sometimes I don't. It's like a chaotic order that I could put it in, but it is an order that I understand. But anyway, what you're going to do is each one, you're just going to label it. I found it very great to also put down the planet of each card. Like we have the Hermit, and I have the planet is Mercury, and the sign that is attached to, which is Virgo. So when I did that, all right. So very sorry for the part two. I have a editing program that I usually can connect the two videos together. But I was having so many problems because I'm working with substandard activities. I want to show you my phone here. I will be getting the new phone, but this is my phone that I'm working with. Notice that big spot in it right there. That's a huge crack. And so I'm working with this phone with I'm uploading part two. Uh, I'm uploading part two. Part one. I'm sorry. While working on part two. And this phone here is saying that it's gonna take an hour. So, like I say, I'm not very familiar with YouTube and how you do all this here. Because I did make previous videos. I like made like two, three videos. But I'm not just all familiar with how long everything takes and the logistics of it. So, sorry about that, switching over. So now I guess this is part two. And so, as I was saying in the last video, what I did was write the name of them, the planet, and also the signs associated with it. It is very good to write the signs associated with it because sometimes I guess I've looked at those readers that do like the Virgo, Leo, and Scorpio, and all of that, and they have um, different cards represent different zodiac signs. So I put that on there just for reference. If you're doing someone's reading, I guess, or doing a reading on somebody, you may notice that either their sign card will appear and it will kind of let you know who or they're talking about. And sometimes it's like may not be them, but it could also be like someone around them, or this could also be like an energy. Like you could say, this is a Virgo energy, or this is a Taurus energy, or something like that. And each sign has its own different energy. And of course, each person has their own different energy, irregardless to what sign that they have. And I like the planets because the planets give you really good information that I can see. Now, I've been working with this book here. Hold on. The book is kind of worn out and torn, so I gotta have to go to the front to kind of tell you who and what this book is. This book has been well uh, worn out by me. It's by Louis Wynne George. Okay. And then anybody can email if they want to know. And this book is about astrology. It's very, very comprehensive, you could say, but sometimes I just scan through a book or something because I have 4 kids and it's hard to be doing a whole lot of everything. So I just do stuff like half-assed it. So what I'll do is I'll go through this book and they have signs in here and they have planets in here. And the planets are very interesting from what I've heard. One day I really have to sit down and get in depth with it because from the little knowledge that I've gathered about the planets, they really help you understand what's going on the tarot card. So that's good to know because there's probably like I say, a less more complicated way just to go on the internet and plan out the planets and to print out the energies that those planets give off. Okay, so I just read this book, and before I even did tarot, I was interested in horoscope stuff like that. So I was kind of familiar with it. As being a little girl, I was interested in horoscopes and all the different signs and the characteristics. So I'm somewhat familiar with most of the signs because what I do is when I see people that are in my life, like in my family, or see a neighbor, and then I happen to know what sign they are, I kind of just watch them and then I go back and read, and some of the behaviors are really closely resembles um, what exactly you have. But of course, everyone knows everyone is an individual. So this will help you if you are. Trying to start doing tarot reading, if you're not just going to go ahead and take a class, I kind of like to do things myself. So learn your planets and what they mean, and also learn. You're not going to remember every different. I mean, you could, I guess, if you aren't a person like me. I got a good memory, but it's just kind of hard to remember 78 cars in each planet and each sign because some cars have different signs, two melded signs into them, like the major arcana. It could possibly have two or more signs associated with it, but I'm just kind of telling you like the basics, and you could get this anywhere. You can get, like I say, some more in-depth people who are all, whatever, and know everything, know every term. But if you're just looking for somebody, just word of mouth, gonna tell you straight up what it is, then you've hit the jackpot. So, like I say, you want to know your planets, and you want to make sure you know and understand what those planets mean if you're going to know it and read it as such. Okay. So I found that very interesting how all of that connects. You got your planets connecting with your horoscopes and the planets in the skies. And this is just a big it's like a big this is a big thing. And it's so much, like I say, I have so much to learn and so much to know. But from what I have gathered, here, that is what I've done. And what I did is I took and like wrote a couple keywords. Like if I did a card, I wrote a couple keywords and then I went a little bit more detail down here. And what I've done here is, and this is just information I have got over the net, also information that I just got doing reading. So let me tell you something about like beginning tarot reading. There are some cards that mean something else in these 78 pages, but there are some cards that you get. They will have a definite and secure meaning to you. So when you get these cards, you'll say, "Hey, some other tarot reader who's professional or whatever will say you're not reading that card correct." But I don't know if there's an incorrect or not correct way to read a card because there are these meanings, but there are also things that you get from your spirit guides, also things that you get from your higher power, your higher angels, or your higher light beings, whatever spiritual thing that you believe in. Because I don't have a spiritual um, thing that I would automatically tell people you must believe that because my opinion of that is that we are all serving the same source. It is just different ways of looking at that source, and it is different offshoots of that source. And so, but it's one total big source. That's my opinion. But whatever source that you choose is your right to choose so. But I believe in uh, God, the Father, the Son. I believe in higher angels, higher callings. I believe in higher light beings. I believe in higher angels. That's just me. But I am an eclectic individual. So there is no religion basically that I do not like because I like them all because they all, like I say, are just the offshoot of the big white light source and whatever that is. All right. What else can I say? Do. Well, yeah, here is my Terra bag. And I used to, like I say, I'm not a professional. So I know people are going to be critical of all things I do, but I just do them how I do them. It's me. And I don't think you can do it in a one particular line and living your life in one color. Don't live your life in one color. It's always 365 ways to do one thing, and you just choose how you do it. So I'm a little childish. So this is my first box. I don't know what happened to it because after I got it and got something new, I gave it to my daughter and I don't know what she did with it. But it was a pink aisle. And this is what I used to put it in right here, my tarot cards. And I had a rock that I had because I believe in earth because I'm an earth sign. And I just put that in there and I put it in there with three crosses on God, the Father, and the Son. Okay, but I'm not telling you because you may not believe in God or Jesus or whatever you don't believe in. But you need to put something in there, I think, for protection, something you believe in, whatever that thing is that you believe in. Now I've hold on just a minute. So now I have a box, a black box, and I simply put the same sticker that I used over there. It's like some stickers. They have sticky tape on the back from the Dollar Tree. And I just make me a cross on it because that's what I believe. Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, among other things that I believe. So when you do your tarot cards, well, I have been, I saw it on the internet and then I done it and it just felt right. So all I do is simply cover them up in a dark cloth in here and a dark cloth from whatever you have. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to get a special delicate something because all of this stuff is it's just like a little black glove. All of this stuff is putting your belief into something. And your belief and your power is what makes it go. It's not the material you use. Do you use famous silk from Egypt? None of that. You have to use what's in here and what's of your heart. So all I pretty much do, I keep that cross on there. I also keep some crosses in there sometimes. I keep just two. I used to have three, but this is a closet, so my children are just like Melon. So now I have two crosses. I told you I was on the poverty line, but it's okay. So I got two crosses, and I did have three for God, the Father, and the Son. And I tend to keep this above my head as I'm doing my work, uh, which is just on a hanger. You do not have to put that on a hanger. I'm pretty sure you can find something more efficient than that. Okay. So, what else? What else? What else? I have an altar. This is a new addition to my closet. I'm on my computer now, so I have to turn you around. And like I say, don't judge me too much because I'm new at this. And also, this is my closet. Okay, so this is. I'm gonna show you what's on it. Try to get. I don't want them. I don't want them demons to know what I'm doing. But anyway, you can use. You can make you an altar also. That is something that I have just begun to do. And on my altar, it's all about light, love, and protection. Because one thing about me, I don't go in the darkness. Ain't nothing in the darkness for me. So what I do is I keep a little candle here for the light when I'm doing readings or when I do have the time to sit in here, which is very rarely. I burn candles and white ones. This right here is just your run of the mill angel guardian, but you don't even have to burn that. Just burn you a white candle as you're doing your deviation for your tarot cards because you literally and physically and spiritually, excuse me, will need to surround yourself with light. Okay. And that's the only thing that I do. So if you see anything on my altar, it's about light, love, and protection. And I'm big on protection. Very big. Because there are things and people out there who love to do bad things. And we're here to use the light. Um, my angels, my guides, my ancestors, we're here to fight anything that is denying us to be protected. So, um, and one other thing you want to do, look at this closet, y'all. Okay. I tried to clean it up. Yeah, but anyway, here's my little sticky notes without the sticky notes. And up there is what I have certain things that I choose to try to remember. That's a good thing too, just to put it in front of your face so that when you look up there and you're doing it, you can do it. Now, what I've got up here is one good thing to do also is to write down the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords, and what each one means, what type
of meaning that it gives. But just remember, when you're doing tarot, don't, this is just my opinion, don't get all wrapped up into every meaning, every word, because most of this stuff will just come. It will come to you because as you do it, you will be using your spirit guides. And more, some of us are more in tune with our spirit guides. Me, I call myself the special psychic because I'm special. I have 340 thoughts running around my head at one time. I got 4 kids and too many problems. So at that point, I have got to make space for them. And if I can make space as being a mother of four and a Virgo, because that's hard, because you be thinking about everything from last Christmas, this Christmas, next weekend, next Thanksgiving. You own it all in that one little frame. So what you have to do is find space for these things. And so since I don't have a lot of space because I got a lot of problems and a lot of kids, I just put it up here in front of me because I got a mom brain. And then, okay, like with your wands, then I would look up there and say, it's associated with your career, work, and creativity. And then I say wands associated with your Leo, Aries, or Sag. Then we got pentacles uh, uh, connected with earth signs, Virgo, Cap, Taurus. It's mostly about money and material matters. Okay, cups. We got your Cancers, your Scorpio, your Pisces, though emotional people. And these are feelings and heart concerns and things of this nature. Then you have your swords, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, thoughts, intellect, which are ruled by the Mercury, which is communication. So do it like that as well. Put you something up there for that. I'm just telling you generalization. Also numbers. Numbers are important. And like I said, when I was little and a teenager, I used to be all into numerology. You know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then if you have a double digit number, you take it, add it, and then you come back with a single number, and you could tell your numerology number like that. Well, that actually helps you when reading tarot because that's what I got on the wall too. It tells me what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 is your completion of something. One, you're very much starting at the beginning, and the new things about something. So that's a good start right there. And like I have on here all of the planets and the horoscopes. But what I also have in front of me on a little paper up here is the same thing, but in short order. It's just like the Fool, and then we got air. You got Uranus, and then I sometimes make a little note about the planet because I'm really into the planets. One time when I get real good time, I'm going to sit down and read that blue book because it is very important. But you can also skim through that book and do about the same thing. But if you like complicated areas, you see a Virgo. So when you first start off doing tarot, you're wanting to protect yourself. And the best way to protect yourself is by calling on your ancestors, whoever your ancestors are, and definitely calling on whatever spiritual belief that you believe in, and surround yourself with spiritual things that you believe in and that make sense to you. You want to do that because stray. You don't want any stray things, beings, whatever, in your space, and keep you the white candle lit, and talk to your guides and let them know that you want them to be in your space and to take that candle to light your way wherever you go. If you happen to go into your terror and you're going into a darkened place, then it will light and it will protect you. I know. Um, I guess let me show my cards too. And a lot of people say also that you can't make tarot cards. They're not going to do anything. All of these tarot cards are nothing but paper. Okay? Like I told you, it's your belief and your essence that you put into these pieces of paper. Okay? As they say. So what you're going to do is Here's your tarot cards. Here's some of the first ones I had. Please do not ask me the name of these. I have no clue. I'll just use them. These are one of the first ones that I got. But to be very frank with you, this is the first deck I had. I made this deck. It is horribly ugly. Okay, I know you can't see this, but it's very bad. It's like one level up from stick people. Sometimes I think that stick people would probably do better. Kindergartens. I asked my children to write on them, but none of them have a artistic bone in their body about this. So I had to do it. So this is what I did. I just made me a deck, put my energy into it, talked to my guys, and the deck worked. So uh, also, this is another homemade deck that I made. Well, that my children helped me make too. They helped me make my deck, and these are Lenormand cards, so they are a little different. So if you get into tarot cards, also look into Lenormand. I like them as well. I probably use them inappropriately because I guess some in the tarot community they have some type of rules about stuff. I use these together. I use all kinds of cards together. So I guess I'm breaking some kind of tarot law. But these cards right here were made by my children and they took on a life of themselves, like really talkative. My daughter is really talkative, so she helped me make these cards. And these cards talk. I call them my talkie talk cards. So they talk a lot. They real chattery. You know, I'm not really chattery in real life. And if I'm behind the camera, then I'll chat. But real life, I'm very quiet, just like Virgos tend to be. So try to limit them two if you're beginning the journey. Try both of them. Try all of them together. Now, the only thing I haven't tried is the Oracle cards, but I will try those. But these are just, I saw Lenormand and I did a 9 card Lenormand spread. Actually, what I've done is probably they wouldn't approve of this either. But I have apps on my phone and I have cards on my phone. And a lot of people are like, oh, you can't deal with it. But it's really just about putting your energy into it. And what is energy other than electricity? So you have electricity with this app and this phone, and it does the same exact thing. So saw a Lenormand 9 card spread. It's just a 3 cards here, 3 cards in the middle, and 3 cards at the bottom. Okay, and you can look it up, Lenormand 9 card spread, and the center card is the card that tells you the main or like the heart of the matter in the Celtic cross. And then you'll go and you'll have the foundations, which are sitting on the 4 corners, which is, I guess, like a foundation of a house, and all the other supporting cards, and all of it will tell a story. So when I saw that, I was like, I like the way that that's done. And so sometimes I do a Lenormand 9 card spread with a tarot deck. I'm pretty sure that that's illegal in the tarot community. But like I say, I'm new and I'm doing it. I'm doing it just how I want to do it, and I feel like you can do it how you want to do it, long as you get the answers. It does not matter how you get the answers, long as you get the answers. Because like I told you, I am the special ed psychic lady because, like I told you, my mind is busy. So I have to find space for that. But once I find space, then I can find answers. All right. I did that one. What? 1 minute. Somebody's saying they need me. They don't really need me. But this is uh, this is a unicorn cards. I bought these for because my daughter's big on unicorns. So I said, well, let me get these. So these are pretty cool. All my cards are cool because they're what I'm going to deviate with. That's what I got, and that's what I'm gonna do. Um, and of course, the regular rider weight. Everyone knows the rider weight. Here we go. And what I do with my cards is I'm trying to give you as much information. Everybody probably knows this, but hey, I'm just telling you in a good old fashioned way. I'm a Southern girl, deep Southern girl, so I'm gonna tell you in an old fashioned way. Um, just take your cards and sage them. That's all. Just sage your cards, and sometimes I was grew up in, like I say, a southern place. So sometimes we have things that we do, and we believe big on salt. So you just take your cards. I know it sounds strange, and you just sprinkle you some salt on and say remove all negative or residual energies or whatever you want to say along that line so that you can remove all negative or residual energies when you're doing a reading and you want to feel like you need to cleanse your cards off. Okay, and you can cleanse your cards every people cleanse, some people cleanse all throughout for every reading or whatever that they do. I think your deck will let you know when it needs cleaning, but you probably want to do that. I would say you want to do it every day at least if you're using it on a daily basis. Now, these is hold on. Now I could tell you the name of these. I do have the box, and that's all I know. Oh, excuse me. These are some like some African American cards. So they have like some African American either mythology or this is some type of gods that certain African continents believe in. So they'll tell you about the god, what the god means, and it's also on the line with Rider Waite, but in more African tone. I would gather. All right, that's it with the colors. Oh, and then I got some I made again. These cards just say like random statements. So they are very good at getting to the point. I know about these cards. They kind of get to the point of whatever's going on. They give you straight up answers. Yeah, like Virgo's like, we like straight up answers. Oh, Lord, and that's Earth. I didn't meant to do that. But it's like straight up. So I like that one. Uh, I plan on getting me some more decks. Um, I guess I'm not really big on different types of decks. I don't really care. Long as I get the message, it could be about pink bunnies on there. Long as I can understand it and I can deviate from it. So when you're doing your readings, always keep your little bowl of sage. Um, it's hard for me to find sage here for some reason, but so I think I'm gonna have to start ordering online. But always try to keep your little bowl of sage. It's plenty other things you could keep on your table or whatever you feel comfortable with. Um, but I just like to keep that burning, excuse me, as I start and kind of cleanse everything around. But you can keep it burning continuously, but I just do it in the beginning. But to each his own, however you do that. And wherever you deviate, it's your space. So, and you claim your space around you. Okay, so I deviate in my closet and I claim the space around my closet and I put things in here that matter to me, but they are of no spiritual, like I have some spiritual attachment to it that I got it from this person or that person. Sometimes I just buy something like this up here. I just bought this at a cheap little store called DD's, and it looked like something that draw me. So I get stuff that seems important and something that I like or something that draws me. Also got this lady for the altar, and I also got this is something that was um from my mother's home. It was knocked off its foundation in a flood, and they lost everything. So when they went in, she found this, and this came to my house. And then, for some strange reason, it started coming down off of my TV stand, and it was up there for a long time. And then it just kind of sucked down in a hole. And I said, "Oh, I hadn't seen that in a while." And I said, "You know what? I'm gonna put him on the altar and let him look and watch, and he take night duty." I take the day duty. He take the night duty. So that's what I do. What else? What else? I think that's about it. I don't have a lot of knowledge though. But if I find out anything works for me and that anybody could be helped to buy it, then I would definitely do it. So I guess I'll explain my channel if I can. I don't really have That's the thing. I don't have a an outright vision for the content or anything of that nature. Um, but what I want though, I would like you people out there in YouTube world to email me at Psychic Closet, SIKICCLOSETT @gmail. Psychic Closet @gmail, and it'll be posted somewhere on the screen, either after or before this video, hopefully. And go ahead and give me some things that you think that I should read on. Anything or any subject that interests you and you'd like to know. And hopefully I can get to the bottom of it for you. You send me the question and then I do the video and upload it like that. That's fine. But also what I want to do is um, for the first 20 people, I want to do an email reading for free. I want to do an email reading with one question because I'm all here about learning. I'm here for to help anybody who might have a question. Because if you have a question about anything and I feel like I can answer it, I'll give you. Or if I don't, then I'll say I don't have the answer, and maybe I can get it from somewhere or something. So, because I understand that we're not all in the mature spiritual walk. Like we haven't begun this when we was nine, you know. So we just here where we at and we trying to figure out what's going on, how we can do our tarot cards, how we can handle our spiritualism and what we need to do, babe. So what else? What else? What else? Yeah, so I want to do the 20 emails for free, one question. All I ask that you do is give me feedback as to no, it does not make sense for me. Yes, it makes sense for me, or just let me know, whatever it is. Because like I said, I'm just starting and I'm just really trying to get feedback and make sure that I'm answering the people's question and doing what it is that I'm supposed to do here. So after I do the 20 emails, I'll come back and make a video and say, hey, folks, reach the 20 free emails. Okay, and let me work through them. Please remember, my time is a very limited purse, but I will squeeze it in for those 20 just to see how I am doing. Am I doing it right? And where I am to go from here. But I definitely need you to send me emails about ideas on things that you would like me to read on. And I definitely will take those and then I will make the videos and then post them. So that is all I can say today. And if anybody has any ideas about what content that I can do, I would definitely appreciate it. And that's all I have. So light and love, and just meet me in the closest closet to you, and I'll be in there. Thank you. Bye.
Psychic Closet, heard you was looking for me. You need your tarot read. Well, come see me. I ain't been doing this for long, but I'm getting really strong. Heard you was looking for me. I am Psychic Closet. Come looking for me. Come looking for me. 30 hertz straight up. I'm Psychic Closet. And come and look for me.